Hey everyone, thanks for coming in. My name is Maggie and I'm a reseller on platforms like eBay, Amazon, and Etsy and Poshmark. And today I'm just going to talk a little bit more about this shipping delays issue going on for all resellers across all platforms, but specifically about what eBay is doing for its sellers. First, I just wanted to give a little update on my last video, which has gotten an incredible amount of views for my little eBay channel and some comments. um, when I did that video, I entered in tracking information on the USPS website as I described for 27 packages. Within 24 hours, I got updates on all but 8 of those packages that they had actually moved within the system. The other 8, I still have not got. I have not gotten anything on. They have not all been delivered, but I've been receiving regular updates now about packages moving along in the system. And one thing a little trick I might add, because I'm constantly saying, well, what package is that? And having to go back in and check. So now when I go in and I look for a package, I down at the below where you enter in your name and your email address, I enter my first name and then I enter whatever the title of the thing was, or a word from the title of the thing. Like I had a Gund plush, so I put in Maggie and then I put in Gund. So when I got the email, I would know that was what that was for, because I was driving myself crazy trying to, I got to the point where I was almost had memorized the last 4 digits of all those tracking numbers and what item they matched up with. So that's just a little trick. So I have received a few comments on the video, and one gentleman who thought the whole thing was a whole crock of crap, really. Maybe so, but as I said in the video, it worked for me, and for the few seconds it takes, I think it's worth a try. So there you go for that. So what I'm looking at today is, and I'm a little late on this, you may have already seen it, but sometimes people don't. I've heard that there was an update from eBay, and I haven't gotten a chance to really take a look at it. So I thought I would just sit down, and you might want to hear what eBay had to say about what protections they're offering, and at least they're addressing the problem. So let's see. So this was issued on the 16th of December, so Wednesday, and it is actually an update to an earlier post. So in the previous post, eBay just talked generally how we're being protected during the holidays, and you'll be credited for shipping on time as long as the tracking shows a scan and as long as the buyer answers yes, that it arrived on time. And also, um, that they were updating delivery estimates to reset expectations. They were kind of expanding their delivery updates. It talked about what they're telling buyers and how they're advising buyers that, delays might be occurring. And then they would, you know, yeah, so all that happened in an earlier post. So this, what happened yesterday, was just an update to that. So I'm just going to read it out for those of you who are listening and not looking. For transactions occurring November 15th through December 31st, we are adding the following seller protections. We will automatically remove any defects for item not received cases closed without seller resolution, as well as associated negative or neutral feedback, if these conditions are met. So the conditions are that tracking was uploaded and has a physical scan from the carrier before the case was opened. So if it received any kind of a scan, no matter how long it's been sitting, it will meet the criteria. And a delivery scan shows the item was delivered after the case was closed. So basically this is saying that if a buyer opens a case and you do not resolve it with the buyer, if later on the item shows up as being delivered, then that defect would be removed. And these cases will not impact your service metrics rating. We will also remove negative or neutral feedback related to a late delivery automatically if an item arrives late, but tracking shows that you shipped on time. So that's a little bit different from before. You get the credit for it Now, we recognize it's in your nature to immediately make things right for the buyer, but given unprecedented and unpredictable shipping delays, cases may take longer to resolve. We ask that you keep lines of communication with your buyers open. We are asking them to be patient. For items in transit, we are keeping cases open for 10 more days from the time a buyer asks eBay to step in to allow additional time for the item to be delivered. And we've added the following message for the buyers to see when they view their tracking information on eBay to let them know that there may be delays and to allow extra time. And it's just a little graphic with a big, high shipping volume or causing some delays. So they're trying to keep buyers aware of what's going on. Now, I have a few questions about this. I mean, they're saying for closed without seller resolution, and then they're saying a delivery scan shows the item was delivered after the case was closed. And my question is, assuming that the case was closed, how is a case closed except that they asked the seller to refund the item? So I'm not sure how that works. If you refuse to refund the item, but later the delivery shows that that it was delivered, that defect would then be removed from you. But they are asking you to keep in touch with your buyers. So that's basically the update, which is, it's something. It's eBay recognizing the problem and offering some level of protection. So what I've been doing, as I said, I've got bunches of packages kind of hanging out there. And I'm just doing that. I am keeping in touch with my buyers, basically. As I get these updates in through email for the various packages, if there's been movement, I will immediately pop an email to the buyers saying, well, this is finally moving along and here it sits. Here's where it moved to. So it is on the way. And I appreciate your patience. And I just keep saying that. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your patience. And I personally reiterate to them that I am fully responsible for you getting your item. I recognize that responsibility, and please be patient with me, but in the final analysis, I will make it right. You can be sure that if your package does not arrive, I'll make it right. And that will, of course, involve me doing refunds. And that's just, for me, that's just the cost of doing business. Now, with eBay's kind of guidelines in place with this 10 extra days, I'm not going to give them the refund as quickly as I might normally do. I've had, over the years, I've had a few where packages just stopped tracking. And I would, after a reasonable time, I would just contact the buyer and say, I apologize, this is, lost in the mail, but I want to make it right for you, and refund them. And right now, I'm just not as quick to do that. I'm going to give eBay and give the full 10 days. And all of my buyers so far have been I got one snarky feedback that said, great product, bad shipping. It was a positive feedback with kind of a nasty comment, but, what are you going to do? And that's his right to say that. So for me, the refund is just the cost of doing business. I had an instance just a few weeks ago where I ordered something. I ordered a pack of notebooks from the company that issues my planner. I use a planner called, I'll show you, it's called the Full Focus Planner. And to me, it's just an amazing way to keep track. And they have these notebooks that fit right into the back of the planner because I'm just a huge note taker. I take all kinds of notes, and then I can't find them. I write them on papers and then I forget where I put them, So anyway, long story short, I ordered pack notebooks from this company. I noted that it had been delivered. I didn't have them. I contacted them. I said I didn't get them. They immediately shipped out another set. About a week later, I was doing some cleaning up in my office and I pulled up a box, And here was another packet inside the box with my notebooks. Oh, so I contacted them and I said, you know, you sent me a second set of notebooks, but I found the first set and I want you to just charge my credit card for the amount because I can keep both sets. And they just said, nope, keep the first set as a gift, no problem. And, you know, I will go back to them time and time again, not only because I like the planner, but now I just love their customer service. That was something that they didn't have to do. And for me, offering refunds and taking that loss is really about customer service. And I really feel strongly that as an eBay seller or an Etsy seller or a Poshmark seller, I am not a I'm not a single entity. I am a colleague of everyone else who sells on the platform. And if I make the platform safe and comfortable for buyers, that helps you. And if you make the platform comfortable and safe for buyers, that helps me. So, me offering a refund that keeps a buyer coming back to eBay will benefit another seller along the way. And it all works together. That's the way I feel about it anyway. So yeah, this is stressful time. These shipping delays are just crazy and stressful and impactful of our businesses. So just try to keep, you know, keep swimming, as Beth Seller Rowboat says, just keep paddling on. It'll all get better from here. Thanks everybody for stopping in. See you again soon.